Welcome to this very festive holiday Trader Joe's taste test where we are trying tons of different things and we're revisiting some of our favorites as well. So if these items, which I talked about in the haul, sound great to you, we're trying some seasoned crisp cut fries, we're trying some vegetable bird's nest, we're trying the yummy David and Harry pears. Is it David and Harry?
Yeah.
Harry and David.
Harry and David.
Harry and David pears, the chae. Tim has a new bowl that he's gonna try, and then we have some really fun beers as well as, dun, 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 the Trading Post Trader Joe's wine. We're gonna tell you if it's worth $20 or if you should save your money and buy something else. So that's what we have going on today. I hope you guys are as excited as we are. If you are, give it a thumbs up, a big thumbs up. Just click that button right there and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. So that's it. Let's get right into eating this delicious looking food.
All right. Ooh, baby, just hold tight. We're up at the moonlight. Believe in the magic.
I think we should try the fries first.
Okay.
I just think that they're gonna lose heat.
Yes.
So we should try them first.
Yes, so these are the seasoned crisp cut fries from Trader Joe's, of course. And we also have the ranch dressing as well that we're going to be dipping it in.
This is the Buttermilk ranch dressing that's in the refrigerated section. These aren't called crisp cut fries. I can't remember now.
Oh.
They're called like waffle fries. These are the
fries.
seasoned waffle fries that Trader Joe's has had for a long time. They are delicious. They don't need a dip, but Tim and I can't resist ranch on our fries, so we're going to go for it.
Oh my gosh. I'm glad I made more than just a little bit.
Yeah. Tim made a bunch. Okay. So the fries themselves, they have a really nice spicy kick to them. If you're somebody that doesn't like spice, this is not for you. It's not too crazy. It's not gonna like burn your mouth and make your eyes water, but it definitely has a good kick to it. And the ranch does help to kind of like tone that down a little bit. But if you're somebody that likes that seasoning and it's like just, it has a lot of flavor, these are for you.
I love these.
I know. Tim's eating them all.
I would say less than spicy. I would say peppery. I'd say like, you know, the spice that pepper has, I don't think most people would describe that as spicy, but definitely you have enough pepper and you're like, whoo, that's kind of spicy. So I love it. Now the ranch dressing is very dilly, but I who hate pickles and just also dill, I guess, I don't mind this at all. I think it's actually quite refreshing. When I first tried it, I was like, oh, it's so dilly because it doesn't like advertise the dill. But knowing that it has dill, the tang isn't like that bad, so I can get behind it. I love it. This dressing is so good. So I feel like if you haven't tried Ruby's Ranch, it gives me Ruby's Ranch vibes. Nah. The thinness of it does. Yes, yeah. So the consistency. I think Ruby's is just in California, right? I don't know. I don't know either, but anyway, it's just a thin, nice ranch that it does drip. So I'm going to show you real quick. So you can see just how drippy it is. This is what it looks like. And it just kind of like drips off. It's not thick. I like that. I feel like it coats everything, but it's not too much and it's not too thick where you feel like you're eating mayonnaise or something. Yeah, that's true. So I like this thinness of this ranch, and it does have a really nice flavor. The dill flavor is great. And coming from someone like Tim, that says a lot that he likes it because he definitely does not like that pickle flavor. So don't worry, it's not pickly at all. And just to close out on the ranch, I think the thing that I like about it the most is that it's a fresh ranch. It's not shelf stable. So it's in the refrigerated section. It's like, and it makes a big difference. Yeah. The shelf stable stuff is thicker, it's got preservatives and stuff. This is much cleaner and tastes much better. Yeah, I agree. We are going to wash this down with some beer, though, because we got a couple beers to try. 4 beers. So we did have, what's that beer you like again? Delirium. Yes, we had the Delirium. We had the Delirium. We're going to forego that one in this taste test for this one because we didn't want to open 2 of like the really big bottles because it won't last. So we don't want it to go to waste. Tim is excited. I think we should try this one first since hold on. No, this is a Belgian spice strong ale. It's not, this one's going to be heavy. Yeah. We got to start with the lighter beers, I think. So we've got 4 beers. So I want to try this one. Let's try this one. Okay. Yeah. This is the Mother Earth Fantasia Hazy IPA. This looks so good. We love our hazies, so I think this is going to be right down our alley. And this one will probably be the lightest of the 4, I think. Yeah. And the other ones are think this one's like about 7%. We got 9.8. I think this one's like 7%. A 10. Oh, this is 11.1, I think. Yeah, 11.1.
That's crazy. And this one's 6.1.
6.1. So maybe that one's a little bit lighter. We had that one last year, too. Yeah. So let's try this one and see how it is.
Yep.
Mother Earth.
Ooh, that's very crisp and refreshing. Yeah. Yeah. This has almost like an orange flavor, too. Do you taste orange? Yeah.
I don't get the flavor of orange. I'll try it again, but I think that overall it has a very smooth flavor. It is, of course, as you can see, the color is much lighter, so it's not like that syrupy or chocolatey or coffee-like flavor. Very, like, it's a hazy IPA.
It's citrusy to me. I have, like, an intense citrus, fresh burst of flavor in my mouth. It's very refreshing. It's light. It has, I mean, it's definitely not, to me, feeling like a winter beer. This feels more of a summer, spring beer. Which is great because sometimes you just don't want a heavy, thick, spice-forward beer. So I like that there's a change-up. I mean, Tim just finished it, so you like it.
Yeah, I do like it. It was really good. I knew right away that it was a good beer once I tasted it.
Okay, we're moving on to another one of our absolute favorites from Trader Joe's. It's a classic. It is a vegetable bird's nest. They are quite massive. This is what they look like. We air fry these every time. They come out perfect every time. And it comes with a sauce. So you can heat up the sauce like under hot water. Okay, you can't see the sauce. Oh, kind of a little bit. There you go.
There it is.
It's like kind of a soy sauce blend, I think. It says it's a soy sauce, soy dipping sauce.
Something like that.
But the sauce is really good with these. And like I said in the haul, it doesn't look like much in the picture, but let me just tell you, these are quite wonderful.
They are. Like, if you like fries and onion rings and all that kind of... It's like that. It's similar to that, but it has an Asian twist. It's onions, and it has other vegetables in it as well, but it is so good. I love these. Don't be intimidated by the picture on the box, because once you try them, you'll be like, oh, I know what Tim and Katie were talking about. These are good.
They're so, so good. I was giving it to Tim because it drips a lot, and I didn't want him to drip all over the place. These are so... Oh man, it's hard to explain, but they're like oniony and potatoey, and they have a crisp, but they have a soft center. They're just so good.
Yeah, it's delicious, guys.
I was gonna say too, Tim said that the sauce makes it, and he's right. It does. The sauce is really good with it. These are just like such a classic go-to, and I feel like they're a crowd pleaser because one, you don't have to be a meat eater to eat these. You can be vegetarian. But meat eaters love them too. Like pretty much everybody does. It's a great, crispy, really filling, yummy appetizer that Tim and I usually eat as a meal with like a side of rice. So if you haven't given them a try, we are both giving our stamp of approval that these are worth it. Buy them, try them. They're great and wonderful and all that stuff. So we're moving on again to...
Another beer?
I guess. I have to finish this though.
All right, so I'll choose the next beer. We're going to go with the Almanac. This one is, again, one we had last year, but it's the Bunny Hill IPA. We had the other Almanac beer last week, which is the Love, and it was amazing. We loved it. We went back, and if you watched the haul, we bought 4 more.
We did.
So let's try this Almanac, and I don't remember if it was good or not, but...
I think we liked it, but I remember there was like, this is where I learned about the cashmere. I didn't know what that was, and I remember it tasting a certain way. I think it was like pine tasting, and somebody was like, yeah, that's because of this, whatever is in it. So,
again, on the lighter side, this is not a hazy IPA, so it doesn't have that hazy color to it.
Yeah.
Or the hazy,
what is it?
It's just a regular IPA.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, it is a hazy IPA.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was a hazy IPA.
Just call it Bunny Hill IPA. I thought I was going to say hazy, but...
Hazy India Pale Ale Dry Hop with cashmere.
So, here we go. Oh, that's good.
Ooh, yeah, that's really smooth. It's the cashmere. It's like so smooth and soft.
That makes sense.
But yeah, that beer is so different from the Mother Earth Fantasia. The Fantasia beer has so much more of a citrusy, light, very summer tasting types of flavors in here. Now, as far as the Almanac, it's smooth as butter. It is like smooth. It's not, I wouldn't call it crisp, but I would say that it's like, it's light. It's not like a heavy beer, but it's so easy to drink.
You know, they call it the Bunny Hill IPA. Maybe it's for beginners. They're trying to get into IPAs.
Possibly, or maybe it's because they have these gorgeous glittery trees.
I mean, I can't stop looking at the can. It is very glittery.
It's so glittery. But yeah, I think these are definitely two different types of hazy IPAs, and I like them both in different ways and for different reasons. If I were to choose right now, sitting here, if I had to pick either one or the other, I think I'll choose the Almanac because it's so easy to drink. And sometimes beer is hard for me to drink because it's heavy and it has a lot of flavor, and so I can't drink it fast. This one I feel like I could sip, enjoy, and not feel like a heaviness or overwhelming flavor on my tongue the whole time. So I really like it.
I finished mine, so I think that says enough. I loved it. It was really good.
Up next, we have our solo delights, and that means that Tim and I are both trying our own little frozen meal separately because one is vegetarian and one is not. So, do you want to talk about yours?
Yes. So this is the new item of the week. This is the spicy Peanutty noodle bowl with chicken. It's Asian-style noodles with vegetables, ground chicken, and spicy peanut sauce. And I just microwaved it. It's quite hearty, just to, to feel. It feels pretty heavy.
Yeah, the noodles are like the thick, the noodles that I love. What are they called? Oh my gosh, I just had a total brain fade. They sell them at Trader Joe's, but they're like the thick wheat noodles that you can make stir fries with. But those noodles look exactly like it.
So I'm going to get a nice bit of everything, but I do remember I used to make chicken was with peanut butter. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes, you did. With the sauce that you used to make.
Yeah. And it was like peanut butter and like soy sauce, and you'd think it's so weird, and you mix it with ground chicken, and it was great. So I'm excited to see how this is, so bottoms up.
Well, while he's eating that, and you can give your review, I'm going to dive into the chae, which is basically a glass noodle bowl that has a bunch of vegetables in it. And this has been around for, I want to say, about a year, and it's really good. So I'm going to try this.
All right. While she's trying that, I'm going to give my review. The spicy level is not too high. It is spicy, for sure. Like, I noticed the spice, for sure. The noodles are great. I just microwaved it, and they're not soggy or anything like that. They have a good consistency. The ground chicken is, the right amount. So I actually like this quite a bit. It's something I would never go for if I saw it at the store and I didn't have these taste tests. I probably wouldn't reach for it. But if I did, I wouldn't be that upset because it's actually pretty good, and it's different than the sauce that I used to make. The ground chicken with peanut butter and soy sauce. This is very similar, but the spiciness level kind of changes that texture and, well, not the texture, the flavor almost entirely.
I didn't catch, did you say it's really spicy or like how
No,
spicy?
It's like medium spicy. Like, you notice it, but it's not overpowering where like I have to reach for a drink or anything like that. It's nice. Beginner level spicy.
Okay, so you enjoy it because you like spice a little bit. So.
Yeah, I like spice a little bit. You give me something too spicy, no, I can't handle it.
I'm the same. I like spicy too, but when it's too spicy where it hurts, that's not pleasurable.
Yeah, this is like beginner level spicy. Okay. Where you get the spice, but you're not if you're a spice lover, you'll be let down.
Okay. I do think that looks very hearty. So somebody that's hungry and wants a nice lunch that's going to fill their tummy, that looks like it would be very filling.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it's good. The more I eat it, the more I like it.
Oh, that's good. So for mine, I love this. It's a very kind of opposite. It's a lighter meal because the noodles themselves are the glass noodles. If you haven't had them, they got kind of like a squishy texture. So when you bite into them, you chew it and it's kind of and it's hard to explain, but it's squishy, but not in a bad way. Yeah. It's great. It's a very mild flavor. It's not overwhelming in any which way. It's just a nice light flavor. I think it's sesame oil that I'm tasting most. And then the vegetables, in my opinion, are the star of this show because they're crunchy. So you have the soft, squishy noodles, and then you bite into a veggie and it's crunchy and it's just so good. And I feel like without the vegetables, this wouldn't be the same. So I appreciate that they do load it up too. When I got this frozen, they had all the vegetables sitting on top, and it was a mound of veggies, and I was so excited because I'm like, yay! Sometimes you buy something that says like vegetables in the bowl and it's like 3 little tiny broccolis or something like that. And I'm always like, come on, like I wanted the veggies. So if you like that, if you're somebody like me who really likes to eat their veggies with noodles and stuff, I love that combo. This is fantastic. And if you're somebody that's not big on flavor, you want just like something light, this is it. And if you are someone that likes flavor, add to it. You can definitely concoct your own seasonings and spice it up a bit. You can add some, it's not spicy at all, but you can add more flavor to it in any which way you want, which I think is fun too, because then you can doctor it up to your liking, because it's such a perfect base for that. So I really enjoy this, and I sometimes you forget what you like, and so I'm gonna go back and get a couple more of these too, because having these on hand for a busy day is perfect.
I'm glad you like that. I wasn't a big fan of that one.
Yeah.
I think the noodles just kind of weirded me out, like the consistency and the texture of it.
Fair.
But going back to mine, I've almost finished it, guys. It's really good.
You did almost finish it. I mean, he's hungry. It's lunchtime, but...
But regardless, if it wasn't good, I would leave it here and let it get cold, and then after we're done filming, it's even worse.
Right.
This is worth eating on camera. It's really good. I like it more and more with everybody I take. And it's gotten a little bit more warm too. Mm-hmm. Still beginner level heat, but it gets
builds.
more, it does build.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the spicy things that are like, they claim are spicy, and people get mad too. They're like, Trader Joe's said this is spicy and it's not even close. And I think they have to do that for people that are wimps that can't take the spice.
Burn them.
Which is me. Like if it was really spicy, I'd be like, ah! But I think as you eat more, it does build, and then that heat starts to build up on your tongue. So, you know, sometimes spicy, just keep eating it and see if it starts to burn your tongue off, and then you'll be happy. We're moving on. Let's do another beer, because we have 2 more beers to get through. And I am saving this wine for last. I know so many of you guys, including myself, are dying to know how good this is. I cannot wait. I'm just staring at it, and I want to open it now. But
we got to make them watch the whole video.
I know, and I want to try it with the pear. So I have the Harry and David pears that I cut, and I want to eat the pear with the wine. So
you want to pair it with the pear?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. We got the big boy.
Yes.
He's ready. This is the brewery. That's what it's called. And it is Four Calling Birds Belgian style dark strong ale with spices. This is Tim's baby that he'll be nursing all day. I
mean, it's not my style, but I'm still excited for it. I don't know why.
I don't know. It might be your style.
She almost talked me out of getting it in the store, and I was like, no, let's do it. And because I don't like this kind of dark beer.
All right, we're gonna try this.
And as you can see,
Calling Birds.
Definitely darker. But here we go.
All right, what are we gonna say about this beer?
We're gonna say that it definitely has a lot of flavor. It definitely has that like amber, like
syrupy,
darker beer flavor to it. It's pretty smooth for this being 11.1% alcohol. Guys, 11.1% alcohol.
That's almost this bottle of wine right here.
It's it's almost the same as a bottle of wine. Just saying, like, that's pretty high for the way that it tastes. Because it tastes pretty good for 11.1. It does. You get your money's worth, that's for sure. Yeah,
I will say it has a really, kind of like almost like a sweet undertone flavor that I'm getting. It's very caramelized, very Caro syrup kind of flavor in a good way. Not like straight, it doesn't taste sweet like that. But I'm trying to point out the flavor that I'm tasting. I think Caro syrup is pretty close.
Let me clarify for you, because the bottle tells us everything that it tastes like.
Okay.
So using a festive blend of orange peel, allspice, nutmeg, and star anise, this robust ale makes for a perfect dessert. Or lunch. It's the holidays. We don't judge.
Yeah. So. I agree. I think it is definitely more dessert beer. That's where I'm going with the Caro syrup. It's just like that malty flavor. That's what it is. That's the word. Malty. That's what I'm looking for. If I were to pick between the Hazy Almanac or this, I'd go for the Hazy Almanac.
Yeah, of course.
Because this one would take me 10 years to finish. Like, I'm not kidding right now.
10 years.
It would. I mean, like, to drink that beer, like this thing, for the rest of the day, it would carry on to tomorrow. Like, it just wouldn't happen because it's too thick. It's too much flavor for me. And I feel like I'm drinking a meal when I'm having this. And that's the beer that I'm talking about where I'm saying, like, beer is very filling for me. And I'm already feeling like it's up to here. So.
And we still have this beer.
And we still have one more. So I think if you like that heavy malty flavor and you're really into, like, those seasonal desserty beers, this is it. That's a good one. And Tim, are you excited to finish it?
I am actually. Okay. I think it's when we're filming this is a Friday, so this is my Friday night beer. I'll be keeping it close to my side and enjoying it throughout the night.
Honestly, it's our kickoff to winter break because this has been since last day. We film our taste test on Fridays, so that way we can get the video out to you guys on Saturday when you're watching it. But it is kind of fun and festive for today.
Yeah.
Kind of kicking off the holiday season for us officially.
And speaking of holiday season, I feel like we need to have some type of eggnog or something.
Yeah, the yogurt eggnog is something that we were going to try in this video. And we have it right here. Look at that color.
Honestly, it looks a little wet.
It's yogurt.
I hate yogurt.
It looks a little wet. Okay.
I mean, it just looks like thin.
Have you seen yogurt before?
I guess it's been a while.
Okay. Here, you dip in.
Okay.
Tim doesn't even like eggnog. I mean...
I like almond nog.
Yeah, you do, but...
But eggnog, yogurt, not my cup of tea, if you ask me.
It smells really sweet. I think you might like it.
All right. I think we've already had this before,
We have, a million times.
That's not bad. That's probably the best yogurt I've had in a long time because I haven't had yogurt in a long time.
Tastes like ice cream a little bit.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, eggnog and pumpkin spice have so many similar flavors to me. And if I close my eyes and tried this next to like a pumpkin pie or pumpkin spice yogurt, I feel like I wouldn't be able to differentiate. Maybe by the smell. But it has similar seasoning, so I think you'd be able to.
You'd be able to, because it does have eggnog flavor in there.
Yeah, it does.
That is recognizable. This one does have a little bit of that bubblegum flavor. A little bit.
Okay.
I thought it was a weird thing that I said, but a lot of you
true.
agreed with me.
A lot of people agreed and said that it does taste like bubblegum to them too. So I think it's a good product. If you guys haven't tried, and you like eggnog, of course, try the Greek yogurt eggnog flavored yogurt, I guess.
It goes better than I thought it would.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, this is only here for a limited time, so if you haven't tried it and you see it at your Trader Joe's, pick it up just to give it a try. I think you could probably make like a fun parfait with this too, like a holiday parfait, and layer it with the eggnog, and it would be really festive and fun. Put a little gingerbread man on the top or something. So, we are moving on though.
Guess what?
What?
Another beer.
I know, I'm dead. And we're not even trying the delirium because it was just too much. Now I'm thinking, maybe we shouldn't have tried the Four Calling Birds.
No.
Okay, another dark brewski. You're just going to town.
I finished it.
I can hear you breathing in my ear, like how excited you are about that bowl. Here you go. So now we are at the St. Bernardus Christmas Ale, and it has a gentleman in the front holding a beer, and he's very festive in his Santa hat. And we have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with some cute holiday artwork on there.
I have no idea who that guy is, but wild guess. I'm going to guess his name is St. Bernardus.
Probably.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, wow. This tastes like Dr. Pepper. Or root beer. Root beer. It tastes just like root beer.
I gotta try it again. I don't taste
it. It tastes like root beer. It's weird. I tasted a root beer immediately.
I mean, it's beer.
No, this has such a root beer flavor.
Really?
Yes. You could put ice cream in this and make a float.
That's
vanilla
weird.
Ice cream beer float. Oh my gosh, how fun. That is very festive for the holidays. Wow. This tastes like... It is. It's like a mix between Dr. Pepper and root beer to me.
All right, I gotta.
How do you not taste this? Like, it's so clear to me. Right away, I was like, ooh, this tastes like soda.
I mean, it has an interesting flavor to it, where I know where you're coming from, but maybe you haven't had Dr. Pepper and root beer in a while.
I don't drink soda.
I know.
These taste like the root beer barrels to me.
It's along those lines.
Yeah.
I'd say it's along those lines.
It totally, like, immediately when it hit my tongue, I was like, I could drink this as if it was a soda, so don't let this near your kids, because that's dangerous. But
a kid would definitely know the difference.
Probably. But yeah, this is actually fun. This is a fun one. I was not expecting this, and it's very pleasurable. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, we're 4 beers deep already. We haven't drank everything already, of course, but, like, I'm feeling pretty tipsy. I don't know about you.
Are you?
A little bit, yeah. I've been drinking on the side, too. So.
Yeah, see, I can't... I'm not about that life. I'm not trying to get all liquored up.
Liquored up.
Yeah, I am feeling it.
Yeah, see? I knew you were. I was like, how am I and you're not?
Okay, we're on our last thing. Thank goodness. You guys are probably like, geez, get off camera, people. I've been sick too. I haven't had anything to drink in a long time, and so...
So let's drink some more.
Yeah, let's drink some more.
All right.
So this is it, guys. This is it. This is the Grenadine. Wow. Okay, just kidding. I'm really excited though, if you couldn't tell. I love wine. This is my favorite. The Trading Post by Trader Joe's Cab Sauv in Napa Valley. We are gonna go ahead and pour these. By the way, let me just share with you these gorgeous glasses a friend sent me around my birthday, Leanne. I met her through YouTube, and we've become really close friends, and she's the sweetest, and she sent me these gorgeous wine glasses, and I'm breaking them in on camera for the first time.
I'm scared to use these.
Oh, you better be careful.
I know.
Because I felt like this wine deserved the fanciest of glasses. So cheers, and then we're going to try some pear with it.
Oh, it smells good, babe.
It does. It's like weird.
Why?
It just has like almost no flavor. There's a very oak ending on it.
Yeah, so I think given that this is supposed to be compared to the Diamond Reserve.
Well, I don't know. I'm making that assumption, but
right.
It's the same price.
It's the same price. We have to be critical because it's $20. It's $19.99, so we have to be critical of the wine because it's priced higher than most wines.
True.
First and foremost, I think it's a really good wine. I think it has a great smooth flavor, like we've very clearly expressed already.
Yeah.
But I think that it's not the same as at least the Diamond Reserve last year. I think that one was better than this one is.
Let's try the pear. I feel like we need to cleanse our palates. I just don't think it's fair to try the wine after drinking a heavy root beer and getting to this wine. So I want to cleanse the palate with a pear.
Okay, fair enough.
And I want to try it again because it didn't taste like much.
So these are the Harry and David pears.
Uh-huh.
And let's try it. Yeah,
Okay.
these are great pears.
I
These
know.
are really good.
So here's the thing. For those that don't eat pears often, you might be like, it's a pear. Now, I've been buying pears for weeks now because they came back into season, and I've been eating all the pears. And these pears are different. They are different. They taste better. They have more flavor. The texture is better. They have more meat. They are just, the skin doesn't just like, the skin kind of disintegrates with the pear. That's what I like. The other pears I've been buying, the Bartlett pears, the Bosch, the skin peels off with the pear, and I'm chewing the skin because I know it's good for you. I know the fiber in the skin, but I like it when it's all one, and it's just, you pay an extra higher price for better stuff, and I want the quality to be better, so I'm very happy to report that these Harry and Davids are where it's at, and I want to buy another box.
Okay, I agree. They are pricier because they're fancy.
They're fancy.
But I feel like my palate is thoroughly cleansed. Mm-hmm. So I am ready for...
What do you say about pear? Nothing?
I think it's great. Okay. I don't disagree with the thing you said.
You're not a pear connoisseur like me.
I apparently not.
Apparently not. Okay, ready?
But let's try the wine again.
There's the flavor. You can taste it now. A lot more flavor. A lot more.
It tastes better, but I still stand by my initial assumption, or my initial review, that it's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
But the Diamond Reserve last year was quality level $40 bottle. Uh-huh. This is a quality level $20. I feel like it's It's priced accurately. It's probably a good deal, but not like
not a killer deal.
No, not like it was the Diamond Reserve last year. So
okay,
it's good. It's good, but not great.
So I think for a cab, this is a very mild, light cab. There are very heavy, bold cabs that you can have, and it'll hold up to any piece of red meat that you're eating, and you can just like, you know, you can drink that bold cab and you're like, wow, that cuts it right through. This is a lighter cab. I think if you are serving a very heavy, rich meat on Christmas or Christmas Eve, this may not hold up to it. But if you're having a lighter Christmas meal, this is perfect. I feel like it's great to go with even a pasta, a salad, kind of some appetizers I think would be great. A heavy thick cut of meat, or really rich meat I should say, this will not hold up to it. This is just not bold enough in my opinion. Now I do think I see where the $20 price point comes in because of the smoothness.
Yeah. There's
no bite. It is smooth. You get an oak finish. So you drink it and at first it kind of, you taste some of the flavors of the wine, but then after you swallow it and you kind of like, it lingers, you taste that oak, and it's really strong oak flavor. So I think cheese would go really well with this.
Yeah.
I think a charcuterie board serving this wine with the charcuterie, oh
Correct.
my gosh, so yummy. Pears go really well with it. I actually really like the pear with this wine. Tim and I like bold wines, but I do think that this is a really nice quality wine.
I agree.
It's not something I would repurchase. And I'm glad I tried it because I almost went back and got another bottle. But I think there is better out there, and I think the Platinum Cab is better than this. I do. And it's $17.99. Unfortunately, they brought up the price because they brought it back. But I did see the Cab Platinum back at Trader Joe's. There was a very minimal amount. So if you're somebody that wants that bold, really like rich, yummy red cab, get the Platinum. If you are having a lighter dinner, get this. It's fantastic. It's great quality. I can tell the quality. I also saw the walls after I would drink the wine, and they're great. So I think it's your preference. You get a light cab with this, and you get a bold cab with the Platinum. So that's my 2 cents. Having said that, and talking about Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, my question of the week is popping into my head, and sometimes I don't have it ready until just now, which is what happened, light bulb. So here's the question of the week. What is a fond memory or tradition that you do on Christmas Day? Like the day of Christmas, what's something that you really enjoyed as a memory, or is something that you have created as your own tradition for your family now? Do you have one?
You go first. I gotta think about it.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about a tradition that we've created in our family. Christmas morning is always an egg bake for breakfast. I always make the egg bake.
I love it.
We also do cinnamon rolls in the morning, and Tim and I typically do some mimosas later on after like Christmas is done and we've opened all the gifts and stuff and we're hanging out. But something that I remember as my childhood, which is funny because we're doing alcohol right now. My dad would always make Bloody Marys for all the neighbors, and everybody knew about it. They were like, the Bloody Marys are coming. My dad makes the best Bloody Marys in town. Like, they're so good. And I'm going to continue that tradition on in my dad's honor and make Bloody Marys for our neighbors, because we're really close with our neighbors and we love them. And it's really nice to have a community where we live on a cul-de-sac, and I'm going to set up a little Bloody Mary bar and pass them out to the neighbors as they come over, and kind of just have a really nice, relaxed Christmas day where it's no pressure. The kids can be outside playing. The adults can be just enjoying themselves in their PJs. And not only does it have memories for our kids to enjoy, but also it's like establishing traditions with our neighbors and people that we don't necessarily like spend every day with. So I like that.
Yeah. So I'm not sure that it's really tradition, but the thing that I come back to and that I always remember is that after opening gifts and having that like morning time with the family
Yeah.
is going out front and playing with all my toys. Like everything that I just got, it's like staying in your PJs all day.
Yes.
You don't change out of your PJs.
Exactly.
Come on. No, you don't. Not on Christmas. You stay in your PJs, you go out front, and all the neighborhood kids come out with all the stuff that they got, and they all play together, and adults included. I'm a grown kid and haven't grown out of it yet.
Yes.
So Christmas Day, I'm in my PJs, I'm out there playing with the kids with all of my new stuff and playing with their new stuff, and it's like that's the memory that I have from when I was a child until today, and that part hasn't really changed.
Totally. And I think like it's not even about the things you get, because you know when you think back of your childhood, you don't really remember like all the things you got. You just remember playing outside and being with your parents or out front. Ultimately, my point is that you don't need to like go crazy. The kids just remember being out front, riding their bikes, even if they're 10 years old, and being out there with their friends and their neighbors and their family. So
it's all about people.
I think it's nice to have memories where it's relationships really what it comes down to. It's not stuff. So keep that in mind this season. I think we need to all keep reminding ourselves with the way that consumerism has pretty much taken over. It's not about stuff. It's about the people that are in our lives and who we care about and who we want to spend time with. So thank you guys so much for watching, and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.